Okay, we look at Bolton at home to Wigan. This is a 3 PM kickoff on Saturday afternoon in the Premier League. Talk about Bolton to begin with. Now, I went to the Norwich-Bolton game last time out. Bolton were very disappointing. I sort of expected a bit more from them, considering they've had a sort of better run recently in terms of their season, but they were really disappointing, didn't threaten at all. And this is a must-win game for them at home to Wigan, isn't it? And it's nervous times for them, really, but they do really need to go into this game home to Wigan, and they need 3 points.
Yeah, after the January transfer window came to an end, you sort of felt Bolton did some pretty good deals. They brought in some striking reinforcement, which they really need, and then they go and put in a performance against Norwich like that, which, frankly, from what I saw, was very under par and very.
Even Owen Coyle admitted afterwards that he was very disappointed with. He said Norwich deserved the win and that they were very poor, so they'll now look for a response in this one.
But that's the thing, it's quite worrying that at this stage of the season, where this is the real place where you can win or lose championships, and when you relegate or stay out, this is the real key point of the season. To see him put in such an insipid performance would have probably worried Owen Coyle, but he's got another game now, which is another important game, or probably more important game, and you'll see this as our chance to respond.
So we'll just mention quickly, I think Sordell came on against Norwich, and he was only on for a few minutes, but he looked like they had something about him, and I imagine he will start this game, just to give him something extra up top.
They certainly lacked a spark, and they certainly looked like they needed a bit extra, and maybe he's an exciting young player coming from Watford, so maybe he's the man just to add a bit of liveliness up front.
Okay, and Wigan, home point versus Everton last time out, which is not disastrous, but any home game against a team that's maybe in the lower half of the table you'd like to get 3 points from. They've not been out of the bottom 3 since about October time, I don't think, so they're struggling. Most people expect them to go down, as we've said over the weeks. If they do go down, I don't want to presume that quite yet, even though we're not too far away from that. Do you fear for them in terms of coming back and just as a club generally?
Yeah, they don't strike you as a club with sort of millions to spend, or they don't strike you as a club that's got the infrastructure to cope with relegation. Now, they've done so well, I think it's 6 seasons in a row. Last season they were destined for the drop again. I think they're in a worse position than they are now, but you know what, they've proven themselves the ultimate Premier League survivors, but that's got to come to them sometime. You can't just keep going to the bottom and just scraping past. And this season they have been on some horrendous runs of form. I think it was 9 games in a row without a loss, then it was 8 games without winning, so yeah, they need to win these games.
The thing is, I wouldn't put it past them completely, because Martinez, I like him as a manager, to go here and sort of win 2-1 or something, because they did that at West Brom, I think. They won 2-1 at West Brom and picked up some good away results, so you never quite know, but you'd say they're struggling.
Yeah, I think they're capable of scoring goals. I think they've shown that, because they do concede a lot obviously, but they've shown they can fight back. I remember a game against Stoke where they went 2-0 down and they fought right back to 2-2, so they've got goals in them, but they just need to make it at both ends, make themselves sure. Okay, we'll go for a prediction. Bolton at home to Wigan. I don't think it's going to be the most entertaining game in the world, but I'm going to go for a Bolton 1-0 win. I think they'll nick a crucial 3 points in this one. Now, I've always said I've got a bit of a soft spot for Wigan, so I think I'll go for a Wigan win. I'll go for a 2-0 Wigan win.